Hi everyone. So I've had a few people message me publicly and privately and say, "Hey, you haven't made a video in a while. Is everything okay? How are you doing?" Um, so I thought I'd try and make this video, and if it gets too much controversy, I'll just delete it. So I have been trying to sell some of my reborn dolls for the past few months. Excuse me, I just need my water here. I have to put the lid back on the bottle so that somebody right here doesn't knock it over. So, I was posting some of my reborns for sale on Facebook, and I was met with a lot of negativity. I had two Ashton Drake dolls that had been reborn, not these two. These two are not for sale or trade. But what people were saying is that Ashton Drakes are not reborns, you're trying to scam, blah, blah, blah. And I was trying to explain that the Ashton Drake dolls that I had for sale were some of the ones that I got in the beginning before people had kits to buy, where the reborn artist had to take a factory-made doll, such as an Ashton Drake, and they stripped them down and, they were essentially a blank kit, and then the artist would repaint them and reweight them and root hair and all that to make them more realistic. Well, people are like, oh, no, that's scamming. And I got so much negative feedback and saying, like, your dolls aren't worth. I was trying to sell them for $200, which I think is a good deal for a reborn doll. But even for an Ashton Drake doll, that's not reborn, but whatever. What do I know? Garfield. Look at him. Is that your baby? Yeah? So anyways, they were like, Ashton Drakes aren't reborns, blah, 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 you're trying to scam. And I was trying to explain, this is how reborns first started. I got these reborns, in the beginning when reborns were being made from, factory-made dolls such as Ashton Drake. People were like, your dolls aren't worth that much, blah, blah, blah. Then I was trying to sell a baby made from a kit was Lucy by Tina Kiwi. I had two of them. And then people thought that I was her reborn artist, which I don't make reborns and I'm not a reborn artist. But people thought that I was, and they were ripping apart what they thought was my work on this Lucy doll, saying like, oh, this is wrong with her and that's wrong with her and you need to do this to correct this problem. And I'm like, I didn't make her. I said, I'm not a reborn artist. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to strip her and start over. I don't want to do any of that. I was trying to sell my Lucy for $300 and people were like, again, that's too much, blah, blah, blah. She's very badly done, which I didn't think she was. And I figured, I should know because I have almost 200 reborns and I've been in the hobby since the beginning, but, people were being so cruel. So I ended up giving away to a girl here in my city who collects reborn. I gave her my reborn Ashton Drake Emily, my reborn Ashton Drake Madison, and I gave her my Lucy, and then another baby that was a little tiny preemie, but I didn't know the kit, and I figured since I don't know the kit, and I couldn't find the artist, I know it's not a fake because I've been scammed before and had the fake, so I knew by the quality of the reborn and everything that it wasn't a fake, but I'm like, how do I prove that to people and all that? Don't know the kit and I can't find the name on it, so I gave that one away too. I didn't even bother really trying this. Well, I did have her up for sale, yeah. And then 2 or 3 people, oh, I'm interested, I'm gonna send you money and blah, blah, blah. Nobody ever sent me money. So I was like, I've had enough. I just gave her away too. And I'm not going to be giving reborns away to people who are beggars over the internet or people who come to me with their sob stories. Whether they're true or not, I have no idea, but you know, I gave them away to a girl that she is, I think, 13, and she collects reborns. So I gave her quite a few reborns because I knew that, they weren't the latest and greatest kits, and people would accuse me of scamming and all that. So I'm like, if my name gets put in the scam groups too much, people are probably going to believe that I'm a scammer. And like, it's just not worth it to get like maybe $100 for my reborns. I was trying to sell some because I had to go to the dentist and have a tooth pulled, and that was almost $300. $280, I think it was, for whatever I had done. I had other work done too. So I was trying to sell some reborns to, help pay off my credit card because I put the dental bill on my credit card because I didn't have the money all at once. But I've since pretty much paid off my credit card by selling other stuff and by saving my tips from work instead of, saving up to buy a new baby. I was paying off my credit card bill. So that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So I think really that the reborn community needs to be a little kinder and do some research. If this video gets out of hand, I'll just delete it. But Ashton Drake dolls, such as these, can be reborn. Now, these are not the greatest reborns, I know that. I don't know who reborn them because I've had them for decades. But they were stripped of their factory paint. They were reborn into what they are now, I think. Oh, I thought this one had a doe suede body, but he has his original body. And this one, he has a doe suede body, see? I still have them dressed in Christmas because I feel like it. So yeah, I think people need to realize what is and is not a scammer. Selling reborn dolls that were made like 20 whatever years ago, give or take, that's not scamming. Scamming is when somebody sends you money or a trade or whatever, and what you send them is nothing like you described or nothing like the pictures. Or if they send you money or a trade and you send them nothing in return, that is scamming. Selling reborn dolls made from factory-made dolls is not scamming. Also, scamming is not having a large collection of reborns. Years ago, I was put in a scam group because people thought that I scammed to have so many reborns, but most of them I have paid for myself. Some of them were gifts from family and friends, and that is not scamming because they paid for the reborns and then gifted them to me. So that is not scamming. But I'm urging everyone to do your research. I'm also, I'm trying to sell some of my reborns to downsize my collection, but I'm taking my time and I'm just doing the pictures as I please because we all know that you can't just put up a picture of a reborn with like one or two pictures and say, hey, this is for sale. They need close-ups of all the details. They need more information. So I am looking into that. and I'm doing pictures. A lot of my babies that I have for sale, I have them at my parents' house right now because my landlady has threatened me with eviction multiple times for having too many dolls and saying that I'm a hoarder for having too many dolls, which I don't think I'm a hoarder. They're all on shelves, well, mostly on shelves. Some are on my bed here. It's a bit messy, but you get the idea. And some are like right here on my nightstand. But that's not hoarding. I need to clean up my displays a bit. And as you know, I had to have my dolls in storage, and I was able to get them out in December. Now, I am missing now, I've noticed 5 of my reborn dolls. I'm missing 3 of my Levi babies. I'm missing my Pebbles, the baby with Down syndrome. And what's the other one's name? Easton. I named him Griffin, but it's the Easton kid. Easton, I think he's supposed to be a 6-month-old. He is missing too, so a little upset about that. I may be missing more, I'm not sure yet, but I've been through all of my bins. I'm also missing a lot of my clothing. I had to go out and buy some new clothing to wear to a job interview because my nice clothes, I don't know what happened to them. They were in storage as well. And I have no idea what happened to some of my clothes. I don't know if they accidentally got thrown out along with the dolls, or they were stolen, or whatever. I don't know. So I am quite upset about that. Especially the reborns being gone. Like my Pebbles, my baby with Down syndrome, she is harder to find, and I'm not sure that I can afford another one. They sell for high prices. But on another note, I'll introduce you to a new baby that I got. I don't think I showed him. This is the Tobiah by Laura Lee Eagles, and I kept his name as Tobiah. I got him in a trade. I can't remember what I sent her of mine that I traded, but we traded and it worked out well. She's happy with her baby. I love my Tobiah here. She even sent him in this cute Christmas outfit. So, also I am trying to work on another trade for today, but the person who was interested has not yet messaged me back. She messaged me earlier today, but I was getting groceries and I wasn't available to take pictures and all that stuff of the baby that she is interested in. I have since returned home and taken pictures and sent them, but she hasn't gotten back to me yet, so I don't know. I'm trading her my Rue. I can't remember who makes Rue. I think Cassie Brace. Not sure. For her Joseph awake 3-month baby. So yeah, hopefully that works out. I just did a trade, I think last week, and I got my baby a couple days ago. And last I heard, the baby that I sent her was at her post office, and she was going to go pick it up, but I haven't heard if she actually went and picked it up yet or not, so we'll see. Anyways, thank you for listening to me rambling. I'm gonna try and make more videos, but I just, I'm very busy right now. My hours at work have been cut back, so I've been busy looking for another 1 to 2, even 3 more jobs, but I'm not having any luck. I applied at, there's a new McDonald's a couple blocks away from me, and I applied there, but didn't hear back. I applied at another restaurant, didn't hear back. Well, I did hear back from the one restaurant. It was for a dishwasher job, which I mean, I didn't care. I'll wash dishes. Um, but they went with another candidate, so I guess I'm still stuck at Little Caesars. I'm just getting a little sick of them. The guy who is the manager thinks it's okay to make up his own hours and come in late for work, which makes me late for work because I no longer have a key to the store. So I have to wait for the manager to come, and he is one of those people that is like, well, I'm the manager and I'm better than you type people. And then he said I was being racist because he's East Indian. And I'm like, how am I being racist by saying that, you're late for work, and because you're late, I'm late, and that makes me look bad. Like, it has nothing to do with racism. So I'm not racist. I don't care what your race is. So I kind of tattled on him to the owner, but yet he still works there, gets full-time hours, and I've been reduced to part-time. So I'm working on gonna look into getting an employment counselor and hopefully go over, I guess, how to do interviews in this day and age and how to use Zoom to do interviews and update my resume and cover letter and all that. So wish me luck. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I am gonna go and make my lunch. Thank you for watching. Bye.